Hello friends, my name is Steve Guttenberg and I am the Audiophiliac. So today I want to talk about my journey, part of my journey of becoming an audiophile. And it wasn't a straight trip because I think I would have much rather have been a musician. I love music so much and I wish that I could have played something well enough to have it, if not be a professional, be a regular part of my life. And I took piano lessons as a small child. And I married a musician. She wasn't a professional musician, Patricia, but she played really well, lots of different instruments. We actually built a harpsichord together. This is in the early 70s. We bought a kit, amazingly enough, called the company's name was Zuckerman, and we built this harpsichord. It took a long time, maybe 8-10 months to build this harpsichord, which she played very well. She tried to teach me a bunch of instruments and didn't happen. But you know, over the years, I went to school to become a piano tuner. Another failed experiment, but I was a terrible piano tuner. I mean, cringeworthy piano tuning. But I liked hanging out with piano tuners. I liked getting inside pianos and working on them with other people who were far more skilled than me. That was really fun. I think the last time I tried to learn how to play, I bought a Gibson SG Standard. And I took lessons, and I had a great teacher. And when I think back of how much inner cringing he went through as I was mangling that instrument in front of him, but it wasn't meant to be. And I wound up either giving or selling that guitar to a great musician, Mark Johnson, who was a friend of mine and very talented songwriter especially. And I sold it to him, or I gave it to him, I don't remember. But anyway, he didn't keep that guitar long. He either was stolen or lost or something. Didn't last with him. So hopefully it's out there somewhere making great sounds for somebody else. But I also went to school to be a recording engineer. I went to the Institute of Audio Research, which is on University Place in New York City. And I didn't really go with the idea that I was going to be a recording engineer, but I wanted to learn about engineering. And I spent, I don't know, a while there, about a year. And I met some nice people. One of the owners of the school, Al Grundy, who was a great engineer, we became friends later on. And Bob Katz, the great recording, mixing, and mastering engineer. He was a teacher there after I left, and we later on became friends. But again, I didn't really have any aptitude for that, and I didn't really want to be a recording engineer. But eventually, through Bob Katz, I met David Chesky when he just started making records in New York City, and I was his associate producer, whatever that means, through many, many, many sessions. So I got to, again, hang out with a lot of engineers and, more importantly, musicians, and watch some great things go down. And I will talk about that in a separate video. But, you know, being an audiophile, it's my consolation prize to myself that I've had a life of being an audiophile, and I've heard lots of great recordings on my systems at home. And I also was a hi-fi salesman. So I've heard so many great systems trying to get to that sound of the music. And I'm so envious of people who play professionally or just on their own. That give and take, being in a band, must be amazing. I really literally cannot imagine what that feels like. I wish I could experience it, but I can't. I mean, there's one instrument, so to speak, that I can play, sort of, kind of, and it's a didgeridoo. You know, the Australian instrument that goes, play its long, hollowed out branch of a tree, and I can make noises with that. I don't know if that qualifies as music, but I guess it's as close as I'm ever going to get to playing an instrument with any degree of success, which is very little in this case. But anyway, I'm happy being an audiophile. I would have, I'll never get there being a musician. So being an audiophile is my consolation prize to myself. Anyway, that's part of my story. I'm sticking to it. This is the Audiophiliac daily show. Comes up more or less daily. Please subscribe if you like this sort of thing. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.